Okay. He thought about what was saying. Now he want to do with Derrick Jones. Remember, Derrick Jones is the corner shooter. Derrick Jones is the corner shooter. He's going to be in the corner shooting. Right here, this is it. You got Derrick Jones over there because I got the shooter over there and I got the shooter over there. Now, you don't want to do guard to guard no more. Okay. You know what makes Cemetery Larry funny is there's a bunch of you guys that actually think the same, right? You think the same, which is hypothetical. Your hypothetical somehow beats actual real facts.
Drop coverage, switching is 112, trap 67 out of 100%.
Well, I'm saying the statistics say that means real data says if you're doing the drop coverage on Luka per 100 points, they're scoring about 100, 112. If you switch the pick with Luka per 100 is 110. If you do a trap on Luka to get the ball out of his hands per 100, they're scoring 67 points. Okay. That is the data that has been spewed with this team. So mathematically, the way keywords, the way the Mavs played their offense, doubling him on the pick and roll drops their offense production by damn near 40 something points compared to 50 points compared to the other two options that people do.
So if you don't even think about it, you literally are a moron. Because if you're gonna switch and drop, they're gonna.
I'm telling you where they're gonna play it, man. They got all the same size guys. They got good. Listen, they got good defender in Drew, good defender in Derrick White. Tell him, go ahead.
See what happens. All right, what y'all talking about is putting Derrick Lively in that pick and roll. Right? I don't give a Luka pick and roll with Derrick Lively or Gafford, right? That's what y'all are assuming.
That's what we're saying. No, nigga, that's how they play fucking pick and roll. Derrick Lively and Gafford. That's who does the pick and roll. That's not what we're assuming. There's no assumption here. That is the reality at this point. The pick and roll that Luka does is with Lively and Gafford. That is the reality at this moment in time. Game 100 for the Mavs. Not assume.
So if you do guard to guard, pick and roll.
They gotta switch.
They're gonna switch it.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm saying trap.
So you're saying trap it regardless. So who you throwing it to if it's guard to guard?
Kyrie.
So you gonna leave Kyrie open?
Now you see why I said Kyrie could. That's what I was getting to.
So the point of my thing is, I'm like, here's the how it started. I'm saying Kyrie could win Finals MVP if Boston is smart. If Boston is smart, they will double Luka, which means that the ball is out of Luka's hand, which puts the ball in Kyrie's hand, which means Kyrie will have more opportunities to go and do his thing because Luka is double teamed, right? That was the point of it, right? Like, damn, I know we said Luka or Tatum, but Kyrie might have a good chance because if Boston is smart and double, then that can be shifted to Kyrie. If they play regular, of course, Luka. LeBron said the same stuff. McCants didn't it today on his show, and Kai PJ screen for Luka during the Mavs series, guard to guard screen, go look. So the same cousin McCants did. I'm pretty sure he didn't say the same thing McCants did. I seen the same clip, and they said, we're gonna blitz it. Blitz means double. Mathematically, if you're talking about the thing with him and JJ, yeah, it was out of the options that you have, you blitz it. That's called double team.
So you gonna leave Kyrie open?
If they do their defense right, that's where this conversation was going. If they play smart basketball where the stats say trap Luka on all pick and rolls, there's no other defense you even think about. That means the only option left to take over a game will be Kyrie.
So
you can't.
That's all I'm saying is if they are smart, Kyrie can fuck around and win this shit. That was the fucking point. That Kyrie can win Finals MVP if Boston is smart. That's it.
Not play Luka switch. You can't play him in drop. The stats say it does not exist in his world.
So you saying that the Boston Celtics will be dumb if they don't double?
They would be idiots.
Don't put two on Luka.
Right. So
that means Kyrie of
Whoever
the
said
guard to guard pick and roll.
That's what he said. Whoever said it.
Whoever's saying it, trap him.
The stats says trap him.
The stats say trap him because it's damn near a 40% drop off on Mavs offense, which means Kyrie turns into Terminator. So if they did win,
and that defense was played, Kyrie has a chance of being the Finals MVP.
All right, so in the Wolves series, the reason they did the pick and roll and they didn't switch it, or they didn't trap it, is because they did it with Lively or Gafford, right?
Because they dumb.
They dumb. They thought.
So they dumb. I don't get, like we said it the whole time. Why aren't you doubling this man? Okay.
They thought their individual one-on-one defense was good enough to stop Luka. That's what they.
It was dumb, coach.
Okay, but we talked about if they did trap that last play, they would have threw it to who?
Lively.
All right, and we're living with him making a play.
A decision.
Okay, so in this series, if we're not throwing it to Lively and living with that.
So that means Lively's not doing a pick and roll?
That means that Lively's not doing the pick and roll. That means we're doing a guard-to-guard pick and roll. We're throwing it to P.J. Washington, we're throwing it to Jones, or we're throwing it to Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different scenario. You cannot live with that.
0.67 says you do.
What do you mean 0.67? The stats? That's a whole, PJ not doing the pick and roll. That means we're doing a guard-to-guard pick and roll.
Guard-to-guard pick and roll.
We're throwing it to P.J. Washington, we're throwing it to Jones, or we're throwing it to Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
That's a whole different scenario.
0.67.
You cannot live with that.
0.67 says you do.
I'm getting frustrated just to think about. I'm sorry, I'm getting irritated again. Okay? I'm getting irritated again.
What do you mean 0.67? The stats?
Out of 100 possessions, they're scoring 67
I
points
need a drink
if you trap Luka on a pick and roll.
With the bigs.
With pick and roll.
So you get
Anytime you put two on Luka.
Ain't no anytime
Any pick and
we
roll.
don't have the stats for the guard-to-guard pick and roll, and what happens?
It's a double
and
team.
then the big.
It's a double
pick and roll.
team. We
Anytime
need
you
to
put two
know.
on.
We need to know what that looks
Anytime
like.
you put two pick and rolls,
Now, I should have stopped right here. I should have stopped right here when he said we need to see a stats on the guard-to-guard pick and roll. I should have just stopped. I already knew there was going to be some bullshit because now we entered some shit that don't exist. We done entered a debate without stats that he just decided to create. I need to see the stats of the guard-to-guard pick and roll. What's the percentage? I should have just said, you know what? Right? Because at this point, because there's no guard-to-guard pick and roll stats, we're just going to be arguing on fantasy bullshit. I should have just, hey, next fucking topic.
percentage is 0.67. If you do drop coverage, 1.1. He's scoring, the team is going to average at least 110. If you switch it, 112.
All right.
So therefore, stats say 40% less, double this man.
That man.
So
Double the man.
So for me, if you double him
I hate
and we
it.
full rotate, because I'm not. See, we talk stats like we don't know hoop. Like let's talk hoop. Let's not.
Yeah.
Talk
What happens when I
stats.
double you? You do what? You pass the ball and to go around.
No, but we talking about guard to guard.
It doesn't matter where you go. It has to go somewhere else besides Luka, right?
Yes, and it's going to who?
Don't matter.
It does matter. It does matter.
Somebody
and
else.
y'all know it matters.
So
Because if I go pick and roll with Kyrie Irving and it's a double and he's open for the fucking
If
three,
we pre-rotate,
we have to full rotate.
and if I
now.
full rotate to Kyrie like any smart person would,
It's going
then go. It goes to
See, I'm trying to have him play out this fantasy stuff, right? Because you remember I said if they double, Kyrie get the ball out. So now he wants to. I don't even know. I'm agreeing that Kyrie could win the shit. I'm agreeing that Kyrie can win the shit because he gets the ball and he gets to do whatever the fuck he wants to do. This reminds me of what Brandon Jennings did when I said agree that Steph Curry was in my top 10. I said, no, I got Steph Curry in my top 10, right? So Brandon said he's in the top 10. I said he's in the top 10, right? I agree. He's in my top 10. You know how I do my shit. He's in my top 10. And then McCants said he ain't. And then he asked me about Iverson. And I was like, shit, well, Iverson's not in my top 10. And then Brandon said Iverson's trash. Then like, wait, hold on, relax. Then I started defending Allen Iverson for not being trash. And somehow people forgot that I put him in my top 10. Right? Curry's in my top 10. Iverson wasn't in my top 10. I was just arguing that he's not trash. That's all. He's doing the same shit.
Washington in the corner.
Yeah.
You got Jones Jr. over there. You got two shooters.
Yeah, and it's 0.67 with
Jr. over there.
It goes
Got
to-
Washington in the corner.
So Washington, see now you're gonna make me fucking go to the thing. So okay, so we're gonna put L for Luka, right? And then Washington, just so we can hear what he says.
Person would
It's going
then go
Got
to
Washington in the corner. You got Jones Jr. over there.
Okay, so Washington in the corner. So we're gonna put Washington in the corner, and then Jones Jr. over there. Jr. over there. Which means we have Luka, Washington, and Jr. over there, which leaves only 2 players, Lively or Gafford, whatever you want, and Kyrie. He said Kyrie, guard to guard. So Kyrie's here. And then that means Gafford is at the bottom. So his pick and roll would kind of look like him. So we understand visually.
Got 2 shooters.
Yes.
No,
And it's 0.67 with them doing
They're
that.
not 2 shooters.
What you mean they're not 2 shooters?
They're not. I'm not afraid of them.
It's points
I think they're gonna win, but I'm not afraid of them as shooters.
0.67 once you
I
double.
want the ball to find.
Like I said,
That Kyrie is on this court.
You don't like
want the
analytics.
ball
You
to
don't
find.
like all
Kyrie
these analytical
remember,
motherfuckers coming.
Kyrie is
Why are we
on
not
this.
talking ball.
Kyrie is on this
I'm
court
talking ball.
also, right?
Listen,
So if
I'm
it goes to
talking
Lively
basketball.
and he gives it to Kyrie, Kyrie still has it.
Hey,
At
Oh,
some point.
talking
we're not
basketball.
rotating outside of Lively. If it's Lively in the pick and roll and we're doubling Luka and then Lively gets it, we're not leaving.
Okay, can I ask you a
They
question?
can make a play. We
Can I-
just showed your clip of when
Okay.
you got it.
Okay, we're gonna go with
you went and you dunked that.
We're
bitch,
gonna
right?
go. We're gonna go with your theory. Let's play it out. Who's guarding Luka?
Derek White.
no, wrong.
Okay.
Derek
Oh,
White.
this is match. Sorry.
Okay, Derek White.
So Derek White, all right. So let's put it. Derek White, we're gonna put White circle is guarding Luka. Right? You know what? Let's do this. Let's go. We're gonna put Tatum, right? Brown, right? We're gonna Drew, and then we got Porzingis, okay? KP, we got KP. So we have one person here. We have one person here, right? God damn it, right here, right? White is on defense guarding the ball. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
My bad.
Now remember, I know he said guard to guard, which means he put White on Luka. That means Drew's on Kyrie. So if he does a pick and roll with Kyrie, he knows Drew is gonna switch off to him. He thought about it. Now go.
Derek White. Who you want to do pick and roll with?
Look at him.
You said guard to guard.
Let's do pick and roll.
You said guard to guard.
Let's do pick and roll with Derek Jones.
Okay. He thought about what we're saying. Now he want to do it with Derrick Jones. Remember, Derrick Jones is the corner shooter. Derrick Jones is the corner shooter. He's gonna be in the corner shooting. Right here, this is it. You got Derrick Jones over there because I got the shooter over there, and I got the shooter over there. Now you don't want to do guard to guard no more. Okay. So let's get out. Let's switch it up, y'all. Let's move Derek Jr. out of the corner and then put Kyrie in the corner now, right? And then we got to erase this person, right? This guard to guard person. And then we're going to put Derek, we're going to put Jr. here now. Okay, cool.
You just said Derek. You said guard. Your whole argument right now is guard to guard.
Derek Jones
But
not a guard?
Okay. Who's going?
Is Derek
No, Derek Jr. is not a guard. He's a power forward. He is listed as a power forward.
Jones not a guard?
No.
Derek Jones is starting guard.
Bro, what are you talking about?
Derek Jones.
No.
The guard is
This man is arguing, don't even know their position. But okay, let's just.
Kyrie. But I know what you thought when I
starting
said
five?
do the pick and roll, and you was thinking guard to guard.
Yeah, 3.
You realized the switch.
3.
No, he knew what it was.
Oh, their guard had
No. You're
They
saying
got 4 guards in the big.
you're
Come on,
saying
what are you
it
talking
PJ
right.
Washington the guard?
Yes, all of them are guards.
Listen, he knew.
All of them are guards. So he just turned a small forward and a power forward into guards.
He knew what was happening when he put Derek White on him, and the
You can put Drew
guard
Holiday on them.
and the guard
Can't
was
change it.
and the
Drew
guard
Holiday.
and the guard was coming, and it was gonna switch it. Now you're switching Drew Holiday on. He
Either
thought
one.
about it.
Either one. No, I didn't.
Now you're
No, I
thinking.
didn't.
Now you're
I did not.
He didn't think about it. Okay.
and you was thinking guard when the guard is
What are you talking about? Derek Jones
guard.
Let's
Who you want to do pick and roll?
That's called thinking about it.
all of them are guards.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You knew who was
Let's
going to be
change it
guard.
right now, then.
Okay.
Drew Holiday's guarding.
Okay.
Okay. Drew Holiday. So now I got to erase White off. I got to erase White now, right? Now we got to put Drew here. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, now look, now we don't have White on him anymore. We have Drew on him. We're not doing guard to guard anymore, right? Derrick Jones is not in the corner anymore. Now he's part of the pick and roll, okay? Just so we understand that the original statement has been altered a few times. Now let's go.
And Luka.
Guard Luka. No. Let's change it even more. Jaylen Brown.
Going Luka.
Jaylen Brown.
So now Jaylen Brown's good. So hey, one more change, y'all. Now Jaylen Brown, right? There's guard and Luka. Okay, so now we're in our third motherfucking person.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Derrick Jones comes.
This is why I should have just got the fuck up. Because right now, there's no stat that can back up the argument on something that's been changed 3 to 4 fucking times to fit whatever the fuck that's about to come out of his mouth next.
Then to set the guard to guard.
A forward.
Are all of these guards?
A forward now.
Okay, is Jaylen Brown a guard?
No.
He's not. So now we're switching up positions for the fake that y'all want to.
No, nigga, so we're faking. Listen, we're changing up positions on who they are and what position they play, or you don't know their position. That's all. It's you that don't know the position, sir.
Survive in this conversation now.
I don't think
We're
Jaylen Brown
playing
is
a
guard.
4-guard series where both teams have 4 guards. But you want to say that, all right, Jason Tatum's a forward, Jaylen Brown's a forward. I get it. But you guys know as hoopers, these are guards.
Okay.
And this is a guard-to-guard switch if they go guard-to-guard pick and roll, regardless of how you.
It's gonna be.
And this is a guard-to-guard switch if they go. But you guys know as hoopers, these are guards.
Okay.
And this is a guard-to-guard switch if they go
I didn't pick this up when he said it. I was already frustrated.
guard-to-guard pick and roll. Hoopers, these are guards.
He said exactly what he didn't want to, and he's saying exactly what he did not want to answer. When I said, if you do a guard-to-guard switch, we're just gonna switch it, right? Let's play your scenario out. A guard-to-guard is a switch. He is clearly saying it right now because if it's guard-to-guard, we will switch it. Hence why Luka does not do guard-to-guard. Because what is the point? There's no advantage if you're just gonna switch and I have the same type of player on me. I don't want that player on me. I want a different player on me. So I'm not gonna do guard to guard because it's gonna switch. And this is exactly what he's saying here.
Guards.
Okay.
And this is a guard-to-guard switch if they go guard-to-guard pick and roll.
Yeah.
Regardless of how you feel, you know that.
Yes.
Well, it's not.
You know that.
Guard, the
Yes.
same size guy.
Same size guard-to-guard.
Okay,
It's the
No,
same conversation.
size guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same size.
Same size.
Same size is not their
Switch
position.
Switch the conversation.
No, that's not their
Same
position.
size.
PJ Washington is a 4.
Same size.
Derrick Jones is a 3.
Same size.
A 3.
Okay, so why the fuck am I doing a
Same
pick and
size.
roll?
Are you doing nightcap? Yeah. There was no nightcap today, nightcap tomorrow after the game. So I didn't do nightcap last Wednesday. It was supposed to be last Thursday, but I had the graduation, so I couldn't do it. This Wednesday, which is today, well, if they would have won, there would have been a game on Saturday, and I would have been on the Saturday, but there was no game, series over with. So Thursday is tomorrow, so after tomorrow's game, I'll be on.
For what? Then why the?
Same size.
So I'm saying exactly what he said earlier I didn't know he said it, but I'm saying it right now. Why?
Okay, so why the fuck am I doing a
Same
pick and
size
roll?
guy.
What? Then why the?
Same size.
Why am I doing a pick and roll to get the same type of dude on me?
Because you just said we're going to double Luka regardless. That's why. You said we're going to double Luka regardless. So Dallas, send Derrick Jones Jr. over there to fucking set a screen so you can be the facilitator and not Lively.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
Okay, which means they do not do this, right? They only do 1-5 pick and roll. They do not do what he's saying. So my defense is based off reality. What they do is 1-5 pick and roll, right? They want the big man on Luka so Luka can do what he do, right? That's how they play. So when I say double, I'm saying double off of this offense. He's bringing in a new offense that's not here, right? What he's saying does not actually exist, but he wants his new offense and for me to keep my same defense. That was the problem with this argument. right? He doesn't want to use how Dallas is playing offense, which is Dallas offense. He don't want to use Dallas offense. He wants to use his new offense, a strategy, on the defense that you should play on Dallas's offense. So he gets to change his offense, but I can't change the defense to match what he's trying to do. I get to change, but he wants me to stay in the same defense, which is the dumb part now.
So when they double, we got 2 guards on Luka. Jones, you either go dunk that bitch because you're a high flyer.
I'm rotating.
Now you're going to rotate on Jones. Who's open?
Lively.
Washington.
The one you're trying to get rid of.
Washington.
Well, technically, since we have it right here, right? They do the pick and roll, right? And then Junior pops, right? Junior comes, right? Depending on how they set it. I mean, you got this guy, which you don't want Kyrie. You don't want Kyrie to be open, right? So you can shift this way, So it's Washington or Gafford, depending on, or we can say, Junior, do what you got to do. Either way, it don't matter, right?
Is open.
Okay, can I ask you another?
He's shooting, what is his shooting percentage? I think he's about 38.
PJ Washington?
Yeah, I think he's about 38.
You can't.
I don't know. Let me see. Let's Google it. So that's Washington. Washington is shooting 31%. So Kenyon was right. I'll live with it. He's shooting 31%, not 38%.
Change on your fantasy lineups and your fantasy movements. You can't change 0.67 on trapping them, right?
I'm talking.
There's a reason.
Football.
There's a reason he does not do guard to guard, because obviously he needs the pick and roll to get past the first nigga he has on him. I want this person off me, so I'm gonna do a pick and roll to get somebody else that I don't want. So if I have this guy on me and I'm doing a pick and roll, the same guy on me is pointless.
We know you get loud when you're wrong.
Pointless.
We know you get.
It is a pointless. If I have White on me, let's talk hoop. I have Derek White on me. If I have the advantage over Derek White, why do I need a pick and roll? At this point, the advantage is already set. I can just take him. He is the weak link, right? So if I'm in a pick and roll situation, I'm trying to create an advantage for myself, which means I am not gonna do a pick and roll that requires the same guy on me. I already have the person I want if this is considered a mismatch for me. The reason I do pick and roll is because the people that are guarding me, I don't want on them, so I'm gonna switch off so I can go at someone else. So the whole idea of guard to guard is dumb because it's a switch. Same size switch. So if Brown is on him and you say, hey, Derek come set a pick, Derek June set a pick, and Tatum's guarding him, now Tatum's on him. If Tatum is guarding him and he sets a pick and now Brown's on him because he said Brown is a two-way player, the fuck do I want him on me for? I want to do guard to guard, pick and roll, me. All right. Am I going to do pick and roll, guard to guard with Shaquille O'Neal, who's not going to leave the paint? Or am I going to do guard to guard and take Derek Fisher off of me or Smush Parker off of me and get fucking Kobe Bryant? Fucking sounds like a stupid idea. I'm doing pick and roll because Shaquille O'Neal won't leave the paint. So that means when I come off, I got an easy shot.
If I got Drew Holiday on me and I do a pick and roll to get White on me, I don't want him either.
Wait, if we're done.
I want Lively's guy on me.
You said
because I know. Hey,
you said
I'm doing a pick and roll with a big man because if they switch, I get the big man on me. I am not doing a pick and roll with Kyrie's guy because I don't want that nigga guard me because I can't get past him either. There's a reason I do pick and roll. I do pick and roll because I'm slow-footed and I need an advantage. I can't get an advantage if it's same size switching, and that's why they don't do it.
Don't make any sense. You just said that the statistics said trap regardless of what happens. If you trap this guy, whether it's Lively or anybody, the statistics say this.
Yes.
So then why wouldn't I do a guard to guard where I got two guards on Luka.
Because they haven't.
Exactly.
Because it's not part of their play.
They haven't.
If the statistics say do this, it's a statistic off of what they personally do. So when you try to introduce something that they don't do the original plan, if it doesn't make sense, you don't do. You don't do.
It's not part of their play.
So if I'm Boston, why wouldn't I do it?
Because it's
So
not
if
part
I'm
of their
Boston, why would I trap?
Why would you?
Why, if I'm Boston, why would I trap the pick and roll if there's no statistic for it?
Because
There's no statistic
wait,
for
hold
it.
on.
Yeah. If there's no statistic for it, why would someone do it?
The statistic for trapping him says 67%. You're trying to recreate.
I'm using 67%. It's 0.67 on 100 possessions.
Something that they don't
I'm
do.
being a coach.
Okay.
I'm being a coach.
That's fantasy.
I'm being a coach.
Fantasy.
No, it's not.
It's fantasy.
Realistic. Jason Kidd, if they're going to trap us,
Watch.
like Gil said, you'll be stupid, Boston Celtics, to not trap Luka. Okay, hey team, they're going to trap us regardless of who we throw in the pick and roll. Let's do a guard to guard where
It's not whoever's in the pick and roll. Regardless who's in the pick and roll is regardless to the point of who they use. They only use in the pick and roll is these two men. So when the statistics say double, it's off of the two people that he only used. So there's no such thing as regardless if you're changing the offense that you don't actually have.
our guard is facilitating. That's the smartest thing you could do as a fucking coach.
Okay.
Yes, the smartest thing you can do as a coach is if they're gonna double, let's do guard to guard. And the smartest thing to do on the defense side of as a coach, switch if they go guard to guard. Okay, that's simple.
But that's not real.
How?
Because it hasn't happened. They don't.
Exactly it hasn't, because
So
I
you're
just told them to fucking do it.
You're arguing
I
about
just
something-
Nostradamus did it again.
You're-
Hey, Jason Kidd, if you're watching this, do a fucking guard pick and roll. Let your guard facilitate the goddamn game, and you'll have open threes.
You mean same size, guys? Because if we say guard,
Okay, so that's his plan. He's Nostradamus because he came up with some shit that did not exist and they will not do.
or they're not. It's.
Damn, are you a Celtics fan?
No, I'm just saying if you do
Like
guard,
this guy.
if you're gonna do
He
guard,
said the Celtics are dumb if they don't fucking trap. And I'm saying, hey, Celtics, if you go by Gil's logic and you do trap, hey, Mavericks, this is what you can fucking do to beat that. So I would say Celtics don't fucking do that shit, because there's a way to beat it.
there can't be a way to beat it if you just made it up. Hey, Celtics!
If you're a hooper and my shit don't make sense, ask them. If you're a hooper and my shit don't make sense, give me a thumbs fucking down, goddamn.
Hey,
Because if we look at hoop and we could draw this shit up right now, if you gave me a board and we drew this up right now, Luka pick and roll, top of the key, guard to guard.
Boston.
Whoever catches the ball to facilitate that, they gotta make a decision to fucking rotate or let me go.
Just so we understand, Dallas does not have guard to guard pick and roll. So he's creating it, right? He's creating it, which means since he's creating it, I can create the defense off his new created play.
Or, we're gonna just create some more stuff. Hey, Boston, if they do a guard to guard pick and roll, I'll switch it. Until they do a pick and roll with Lively. And then you trap it.
Right? He created a play, right? That doesn't exist. So I created a defense for this stupidity. They guard to guard, same size guy, switch, which means there's no double, which means now what the fuck do you do? What do you do now? Oh, you're back to square fucking one. Oh my God, they're gonna switch all the pick and rolls that are same size. Let's go back to the original fucking offense. Pick and roll 1 through 5.
That's your answer?
Yes.
Oh,
We're creating fake scenarios.
Scrambling.
If you do a pick
I'm scrambling because I said trap. Switch.
Pick and roll, guard to guard, because your best defensive players are guards, and you're saying Jaylen Brown is a guard that can play defense, is a two-way player. If he does any pick and roll with you guys, switch it. Now, what do you do after that? Now, what do you...
Now, what did you see? What do you do now that we switched?
You said Boston would be dumb if they don't double the pick and roll. Don't switch it now. You just said it. Don't say, oh,
nigga, you're creating a whole different
now. You said Boston would be dumb if they don't double the pick and roll. Don't switch it now. You just said it. Don't say, oh,
nigga,
switch.
you're creating a whole different scenario that doesn't even exist.
It does exist.
That's how Marcus, Gil, one, you didn't elaborate 1-5 and pick and roll. I don't need to fucking elaborate what they do. It's what they do. They do. It's what they do, right? What they do. Now pull that shit back up, right? Let's go. What? It's what they do. Is this it? No, that's not them. No. You said regardless. Regardless is because of what they do. That means any combo. Well, that would mean any combo if they use any fucking combo, but they only use one combo, which means he needs to switch the way they do their offense to create a mismatch on a double. So he says, hey, Boston or Dallas, if they decide to trap the pick and roll, go guard to guard. So, hey, Boston, if they do guard to guard, switch it, right? You bring in a fake offense. So I bring in a defense for the offense. So what's the problem now? The problem is you're just back in the same scenario that you were in before you started the fucking pick and roll. That's why he can't answer it and won't answer it, because he needs me to stick with the same defense. So he wants to think about the logic of how stupid someone is in this chat. This pencil is real. This is real, right? To match the real object of the offense, you don't want to use this real defense. You don't want to use this anymore. So that means you get rid of this and then you bring in the fantasy play. You don't want me to bring in a fantasy defense for your fantasy. So you want the real offense to continue to go against a fake defense and then have fake results of a guy that shoots 38% who really shoots 31% to somehow create an advantage that you can't prove. Now that's the fucking problem.
It's called guard to guard pick and roll. That exists.
Okay, so
in basketball.
So if they do
a guard to guard exists in basketball, and when you do guard to guard, we switch it. So if our defense is double or hard show, if it's same size people, we just switch it. That is the problem with why he wants to keep holding them to the same defense. You want to introduce something that requires a switch and not a double. But if you go guard to guard, it's an automatic switch, or same size, automatic switch. When Jaylen Brown and Tatum's guy come together, automatic switch. There's no hard show. It's an automatic switch.
Guard to guard pick and roll, don't switch.
Don't double.
Don't double.
Don't double.
And switch.
That means don't double the pick and roll.
They do guard to guard, don't double and switch it. Now what?
Don't double.
Don't
double.
Double the pick and roll.
They do guard to guard, don't double.
Don't double.
And switch.
That means don't double the pick and roll.
They do guard to guard, don't double and switch it. Now what?
Don't double.
Don't double and they switch it. Now what?
Go to work, Luka.
Why didn't he do that on the first minute?
Hey, yo, what? He didn't. Yo, exactly. Right? This is the same shit I said earlier. Why the fuck am I gonna do a guard to guard pick and roll and they switch? Now I wanna go to work. Why didn't I go to fucking work on the first nigga that was on me? We need to call this nigga Boomerang McCants. Throw it, hey, get smacked with the own boomerang. I'm gonna do old guard to switch, go against. If you was planning on go one-on-one, and that's what your advantage was, then you don't need to pick and roll. You already got a crash dummy in front of you. Now, you heard what he said. Let's hear it again for the dummies in the chat.
That's don't double.
Don't double.
Don't double.
And switch.
That means
McCants fans, did Cemetery Larry put himself in the cemetery? Huh? Did he put himself in the cemetery?
don't double the pick and roll. Don't double.
Don't double.
Don't double.
And switch.
That means don't double the pick and roll.
They do guard to guard. Don't double and switch it. Now what?
Don't double.
Don't double and they switch it. Now what?
Go to work, Luka.
Why didn't he do that on the first nigga?
Exactly. That's why you don't fucking do it. You don't.
You don't do what? Oh my God, my stomach hurt now. To do what? Why? What?
Why didn't he do that on the first nigga?
Exactly. That's why you don't fucking do it. You don't fucking do the pick and roll looking for a fucking switch with the fucking big man. Because if we're gonna trap it regardless, you ended up giving it to Lively who can't make a fucking play. If we double Lively in the picking, if we double,
Nigga real life.
you're giving it to Lively.
This motherfucker.
Don't double.
Don't double and they switch it. Now what?
Go to work, Luka.
Why didn't he do that on the first nigga?
Exactly. That's why you don't fucking do it.
I'm sorry. This is fucking funny as shit. This is funny as shit. That nigga said exactly like this nigga came up with the idea.
Why did he do that on the first?
Like he came up with the idea of switching.
That means don't double the pick and roll.
They do guard to guard. Don't double and switch it. Now what?
Don't double.
Don't double and they switch it. Now what?
Go to work, Luka.
Why didn't he do that on the first nigga?
Exactly. That's why you don't fucking do it. You don't fucking do the pick and roll looking for a fucking switch with the fucking big man. Because if we're gonna trap it regardless, you ended up giving it to Lively who can't make a fucking play. If we double Lively in the picking, if we double that, you're giving it to Lively to do what?
No. You can't talk your way out of this.
You're giving it to Lively to do what?
If Luka,
He just talked about switching. They going to work. Now he went back to Lively being double.
plays in the pick and roll.
Y'all, hey, all the McCants fans, go get yourselves a body bag because you put yourself in the body bag. Now, I'm pretty sure, you get to see it live, I'm pretty sure that it will be removed. And I don't know, but look, all right. This is even, I put 2024 in and they gave me this one, Porzingis in it. Now, so we can see how this is starting. Right? We can watch how this is starting. Luka has Grant on him, right? Out of all the people that he wants to use the pick and roll with, everybody else will probably switch it. The only person that won't switch will be this guy. Now, once this guy is on him, you have Luka at the advantage that the offense is trying to get. The offense itself is trying to get the mismatch. And the mismatch for Luka is drop coverage or a switch, right? Because this is what Luka wants to do. He don't want this nigga on him no more. He wants to go at him because he is faster than this guy. I will go create. Whoa. Okay. I will go crazy if I got a debate with this man. Hey, so this is the reason that Luka, and they only do this play. This is all they do. They want the mismatch. They can do whatever they want around here.
Proud about the Blazers.
Ooh, nice.
Behind his back, what a fine heart over.
Okay, is this a guard? Is that, nope, because what? This is who they want on them. Right? What, this is a switch. Now I don't even know if there's a switch or not, but this is what they want. They want Luka to get rid of it. Okay, so now, most likely, this pick and roll end up being a switch. Now he wants another pick and roll because he knows this big man is gonna switch or go stay in the drop. Right? We don't want the nigga that's on him now. Now that's what he wants. Now you're in Luka territory. Stats say right here, trap him. This is the trap. You trap this right here is what you decide to trap with Luka. The pick and roll, guard to guard, they switch. This one right here, they trap. Everyone wants to switch it. Now he goes one-on-one. Okay, here we go again. Right? He just split that. Nothing you can do there. Right? The original guy's on him. He don't want him on him. So, because he wants that. He wants to see this go. Here we go. Even though he's slow, he can beat someone slow.
outside north.
Okay. Who's he doing the pick and roll with? Another big Aiden. We know Aiden is going to do it. Sit right there. He can shoot that. There you go. Now, if you double that, right? If you double that, the ball goes back to Andre Jordan that quicker. It'll come to Andre. If he's already up, Andre Jordan got to catch the ball here. And now Andre Jordan has to turn into...
As an assistant in the NBA the last 18 years, Doncic.
All right. There we go again. Pick and roll with who? The 5 man. See, so they're saying double. Here's your double. Now, go to lob. Yeah, nice. See, well, you see the same thing? Seeing the same thing I seen. So this percentage of basketball right here is what they say live with. Now, if this guy just sits here, it goes to this guy, and then it's just a full rotate. So in the ideal world, if 31 sits here and it goes here, Aaron will go here. 31 will go here, and then Jokic will get back to 35. That is the idea of what it's supposed to look like. But this concept of the defense is what the percentage says to do, because this is the offense that they play. Right? This is switch it, trap it. This is the trap. When he gets through it, can't do nothing about that. But if we stopped him and was successful with the trap, he's throwing it back to this guy. This guy has to now be the offense.
Trouble. They won't wait.
Same guy. Okay. There we go. No hard show. Look at that. Now, even with this hard show, he's open. This guy's open. If he just rolled, he did what he did, and he got the layup.
Smart, the defense.
Pick and roll again.
Player of the year 2 seasons.
Same guy. Now this guy switches it. Now look who he has.
Derek Jackson, the defense.
Because that's
Player of the year last year, switches on to Luka. There's so much Williams
okay. He has a defender on him that he doesn't want on him.
going on right now.
Oh, pick and roll because who? Here we go.
And then there's Aaron Wiggins out there.
Pick and roll. Switch score. Now, this is where you're supposed to double. Give it back to 42 and let 42 play. That is the problem with the whole argument, that you want to give them an offense that they don't have, but then you don't want to give a defense to match your fantasy. And that's the problem with a lot of things that happen. You argue about things that you physically can't prove. Even if I just pretend what he's saying sounds right, how do you prove it works? Now, this is the problem right here. And this is why he can't win the argument, right? Because right now, as we speak, there's no evidence of his scenario working yet. It hasn't started, right? So you can't win the argument. So technically, in theory, I haven't won the argument and he hasn't won the argument. Now, how do I win this argument? Who wins the argument if they don't double and they play drop roll? No one, because that wasn't mine. I said double. It's smart. So if they just play the normal defense, no one wins the argument because Boston was dumb. They did it the way they do it, and it worked for them. If they double and Boston wins, I win the argument. If they do guard to guard that they don't do and they lose, because they're going to switch it, right? The only way he can technically win is if and only if the fantasy offense he done created in his mind of a Kyrie or Derek Jones Jr. or Washington does a pick and roll and they trap it and then they play offense out of that and then win this series. That means that somehow they did this offense that they've never played before. Boston does a defense that does not make sense in the offense that they're playing, and Dallas wins. He wins his argument. So the only way he can claim a victory, and you goofies that are saying he wins, the only way you win is if Dallas does a 1-2 pick and roll and Boston doubles it, and then they win the series. If Boston switches like any fucking normal team would, guard to guard, I win. If they double the 1-5 pick and roll, I win. If they don't do none of it and they play drop like they normally do and Dallas wins, no one wins. If they do the drop and Boston wins, no one wins. because what the scenarios we put, none of it worked. I mean, none of them was exercised. See, that's the problem with your goofies. The only way he can actually win the argument is if the exact thing happened and it worked. So that means Dallas has to play a 1-2 pick and roll, and they have to somehow double it. And the problem is they're going to have to double it and win, because if they double it and lose, obviously it was a stupid ass idea. So that means there's only one fucking scenario that his fantasy works. Anything else, you lose.
D-Mark got that.